Hey, Fusebox here, and I want to go over to me, the most intriguing debuff in the game. As of recently, with Thea, the Tomb Angel, and Ruel, the Huntmaster, we now have Hex in our arsenal. But that's the only two characters that actually can land a Hex. But the thing about Hex is, it's kind of interesting. You place Hex, and as a debuff, it actually does not do anything. It pretty much acts as a platform for your other passive skills and active skills to act upon that Hex. So in this instance, Ruel places Hex on the team, and one way you can use that debuff is Thea Tomb Angel can rip those off, increasing her damage tremendously, wiping waves. Ruel himself, once he places Hex, it increases the damage that the entire team, if he's on his passive, does this, not the Hex debuff. Increases the damage done to the enemies by 10%. It slows their speed by 5%. Well, okay, so here's the thing. I want to hear from you guys. I think the potential for the Hex debuff is huge. Surely they will add more heroes that actually use this. And I want to hear from you. What kind of things do you think they should be adding to new kits to actually work with the Hex debuffs? For me, the most interesting thought is a little bit less about adding new people. We're going to need other heroes that can land a Hex, at least a single Hex. Even a rare could do this. But what they could do with the Hex debuff, in my opinion, we're always talking about rebalancing heroes, and we talk about those heroes that are just lackluster. It would be really easy to use the Hex debuff, and all you got to do is go into their kit, and let's say they have a 70% chance to land a debuff, and that's the reason you don't like them compared to a 100% chance on another hero. Let's say decreased defense. Well, you could easily put in passive or in the same skill that lands that against, if there's a Hex on the enemy, it's guaranteed to land 100%. You could do things like gets an extra hit against enemies under a Hex. So I think it would be an easy way to rebalance characters without completely redoing their skills. Just adding effects against Hex, making them more useful to come into a team with, say, Ruel, the Huntmaster, Thea, Tomb Angel, or the next few heroes that may come out using the Hex ability. So really short video, really simple concept, but it's kind of loaded with potential, like endless potential, what you can do against this debuff that just sits on the enemy, marking that enemy, and then your skill actually works however it is written in the code against that debuff. So I'm kind of fascinated with what they could do with it. I have no control over it, but in the comments, leave me what kind of ideas do you see being used with the Hex debuff, because I think there's a lot of potential just sitting here, and once we start opening this up, they keep coming out with new heroes. They're not going to slow down, not anytime soon. So they might as well use the Hex debuffs that we're slowly starting to get in the game. It's a cool way to change the mechanics, change the meta. Definitely could end up being meta in arena, but we need more options. So maybe some of these older heroes that people just, they feel like they need a buff, simply go in and increase their value against heroes with Hex. Or one or two of them, maybe they could actually place a Hex in the middle of all their other utility and abilities. Just a quick thought, and I definitely want to hear what you think. This is kind of me wanting to get with you guys and everybody just explore the possibilities of what we could be doing as we move forward with Hex. Maybe we can get Player M0 one of these days and they'll actually listen. Once in a while it happens, believe me. Once in a while it happens. That's it, guys. Short video, cool concept. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Take the time to sign in to sub. I greatly appreciate it. Until next time, enjoy the grind.